2K Sports.
这是一场不会有人看的比赛。
And two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. At Barclays
篮网打黄蜂，谁要看这场比赛嘞？
He'll be the Nets off the tip.
他们有谁我都不知道。
Now Schroeder, pass to Claxton. Now Finney Smith. Here's Bridges. The shot comes out. Nice D from Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Indoors, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy is truly a capable offensive player. And truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
Here's ball. After the made shot from Dennis Schroeder.
给一个火锅。
Here's the three.
被干扰。
The Hornets pull it in.
Absolutely tenacious guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
Right side Thomas. Pass to Finney Smith. Here's Claxton. Back to Finney Smith. From deep. Sinks the triple.
Well, this is where Dorian Finney-Smith has really come such a long way. What a transformation to a real threat beyond the arc.
Hey.
Bridges with the steal. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Pass to man. Here's Ball. After two misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Williams with the steal. And it's Miller in the corner. Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Brooklyn trailing. You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
And that was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of it.
And it's the Hornets with the ball after Mikal Bridges hitting the three. Shoots over Bridges. Again, the Hornets score.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Back to Schroeder. Pass to Thomas. The Nets working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Here's Finney Smith. Offline with his three. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Claxton with it. Defended by Bridges. Three-pointer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hornets lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
哎，怎么会这样？
There's ball
明
with
明
the
离很
three.
远。
A three-pointer is right on target. Ball's got 7 points in the game. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it, and that's what we do in life normally, right?
Here's ball to the left side wing. The tray. Here's Williams.
靠背啊！
Finally, they hit one.
抢不赢。
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Back to Finney-Smith. And it's in there. Finney-Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's what you call using your body. Playing a little bully basketball is Dorian Finney-Smith.
吃屎啦！吃屎长大了啊！干！
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Inside. Bridges outside. Pass to Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
看吃屎长
And
大
that's
的
now
哦。
7 points from Brandon Miller. And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. Hey, Greg, what do you like about Brandon Miller's game?
You know, Kevin, for me, his combination of length and skill is something every team is looking for. The key in his development will be adding strength and enhancing his ability to attack off the bounce.
"你那队替补应该很多老熟人哦。
不认识
啊？没有什么底薪老将之类的。
没有啊。
我有 Ben
It's
Simmons
stripped
的
by 6. Down low. Here's Sharp. And
Ben
then
Simmons
Sharp with the dunk.
那家阿贝很
This is
强
what
的
Ben，Simmons does, guys. If
打爆
someone's
人家球
open, he
哥。
will find him.
Pass to Williams. It's Martin on the wing.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Fires from 18. And that one goes long. Johnson, wide open, he fired.
哎，
Off target
太
with
夸
his
张
three.
啦！
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
On the wing, Bridges. It's stolen by Johnson. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll
看
return
这个
possession.
我不会罚球啊！
At the line.
And let's get your take, guys.
靠
on the
背
scoring
哦
breakdown，
太
for the
扯了
Hornets.
吧！
They
敢让我
didn't
进球啊！
hesitate to start working the offensive glass, and I tell you, those efforts have been rewarded with these second chance points.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Sharp. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Ball. And Ball with the block.
敢又一个不会罚球的废物！
6'7" length that LaMelo Ball brings as a defender.
靠背
Just gets a hand on that and sends it back.
看，又他这个罚球跟现实一样屌哎！
And not the guy you want to see at the line, too.
操你妈的！操你妈！难怪你是替补。
Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces,
干你你！
including
我代表
Mikal
完了篮
Boy,
网队
Kevin, this
了。
guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn, he was given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready for a bigger and
God.
bigger share of the responsibility.
这样子被干下来，有没有搞错？
goes up on the wing.
That's Curry,
Offensive
no.
rebound. Pass to McGowan's. It's stolen by Smith. Oh, and a fast break for the
你
Nets.
干什么？你干什么？这样都要犯？零你还鸡掰！
Really no idea.
你看太夸张
You're
了！
fouling in a
干你
situation
好
like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
干嘛把它换下去？靠！没有把它换下去了，太扯了！他怎么投啊？你不要给我抓到！
And he can't make
鸡
a
掰
shot throw either.
，21%！他妈的，我发球都比他准。
GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this
操！我
league,
被打爆啊！
Sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
4th team foul.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Walker，
And so he makes both from the line. Hornets leading by 7. Ball with it. He has 7. For 3, Bridges. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And Ball puts up a deep 3.
What a contest by Ben
干
Simmons.
Ben
He can be
Simmons 被针对，
And that'll
操
do！it for the first half. A competitive
干
game
这
so
鸡
far.
掰！
Hornets on top. They're up by 5.
跟你讲，
2K's
我他妈把他
back
换
in a
下
moment
去
here in Brooklyn.，
操！没有用家伙。
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet.
唉，烂货啊！我天哪！
Charlotte in the lead. And here is Ball. Out to Bridges. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Cameron Thomas.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom
哎
already.
没有啊
He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words. Be you. You just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. If you ain't you, you're already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you. You know, there's no denying the talents of LaMelo Ball, Doris. Could this be what we see from guards in the future?
开车啊！
He brings LaMelo, Kevin, and that's a blend of size and skill. He is a magician with the basketball in the open floor. The handle is tight. The shooting is getting better. We have to see this young man develop.
To the middle. There's the steal. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Thomas. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Back to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Bridges got
我
6
家大
points.
乔，
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
看你他妈你当他 Stephen Curry 的打哎，干！
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Ball
Ew.
no good. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 6-point game. And the last couple of years, Doris, Charlotte has really picked up the pace.
I think, Kevin, that's to place an emphasis and try to bring out the best of LaMelo Ball, who flourishes in that exact kind of environment. Brilliant passer, wants to be dynamic in transition. I think it's a smart choice.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Bridges.
哎，
Thomas.
干你啊！
Open look. It's good.
为什么两个人挤在那边？
Thomas got 9 points.
会不会打球啊？
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Pass to Thomas. To the paint. Claxton. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
He gets it in there.
对，干一下就被过了。
Ball's got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's Claxton. Another shot. And the layup is good. Claxton's got his second basket.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Pass to Richards. On the wing, Bridges. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
屁啦，不要把被盖
Clearly
掉。
fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, you love to see Finney Smith look to score it inside. He's got length and athleticism.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
哦，
That one is no good.
会被自己气死。
Hornets trail by 3. Pass to McGowans. Smith right side.
哎，
Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
看，
It's his
只让我
first
得
trip
2
to
分
the
了
line.
你。
It's good from Schroeder.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
The score after 3 quarters of play.
It's still anybody's
干，
game
我
as
知道
we
怎么
reach the
排
end.
了，妈的，我不会让 Stevens 被你针对。
38.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Timeout called, the Nets. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Kevin Ollie said to his team. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done? We'll see. Guys.
All right, David, thanks. Good on the triple. Miller's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hornets. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger. Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Now here's Curry.
Yeah.
Smith with a
Yeah.
look. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting, but there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
From deep, Walker. On the wing, Walker. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
刚我记得这个Walker以前投篮姿势不是长这样子啊。
Charlotte in the lead. Curry on the wing. Out to Miller. Right side Curry.
给一个火锅啊 ，Simmons。
Simmons with the defensive effort. And it's Smith top of the key. Nets passing it around. Back to Walker. Pass to Watford. And here is Johnson. Here's Walker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
五小阵容。
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
呀，这个死亡五小没有篮板，没有护框能力啊。
Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And the Nets with possession here. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Simmons.
犯规干！
He'll shoot 2 at the free
怎么
throw.
给我进呢？
Huge opportunity for Ben Simmons to knock down a free throw and maybe generate some confidence.
看我他妈会吐血怎么办？
So far that we've seen for the Nets.
哎，塞进了，好开心哦！
Knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not.
Simmons.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. The lead is 2. To the inside. And stolen by Miller. With the teardrop. And Ball with the lay-in. 13 points for LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo living the life. That is a big-time bucket. Go ahead.
Pass to Walker. Back to Smith. Simmons on the wing. Rebound by Williams.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Ben Simmons 的穿心传球。
Facing the game, hanging in the balance. Dennis Smith Jr. says it's my time.
And Ball gets double teamed. Pass to Williams.
And they do have a foul to give.
Ben Simmons 没有护框，干你娘嘞！
They're down by 2. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
All right, man. We need you right now. Come on. Start up and get loud. Substitutions on the floor.
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Thomas. Kicks it out to Schroeder. From downtown. He's off from 3.
操！怎么会给遮着头呢？
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And the Hornets call time here.
防守，防守！
By 2. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 5 seconds left in the game.
Great job on the glass.
Nice.
He's down
Bah.
low, needing to fight for position. That's perfect.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top.
Thank you, fans.
They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
干！这对三分球好像不太行，哈哈哈。罚球不行，三分球也不行。Ben Simmons只得1分，干，实在是太搞笑了。干，我罚球就被你弄掉7分了。